There's plenty of evidence suggesting that parents should limit their child's cell phone use. But now researchers say that mom and dad need to shut their phones off too. Channel 5's Michael Scott has some habit-breaking tips and what it will mean to your child.
It's hard to ignore our cell phones these days, even when we're with family or friends. Well, a new study just released by child psychologists suggests sudden cell phone interruptions could impact a toddler's language skills.
Hello.
It's in here at Temple University's Language Learning Lab where child psychologists wanted to know whether or not the interruption by a call caused the language learning process to halt for toddlers. Turns out it does.
There are times that my kids are on devices or I'm on the phone and I am feeling like, should I be teaching them something? Are they, are we passing up learning moments?
Scientists hypothesize young kids would learn better in a live back and forth conversation. They say without human social connections, very little learning is accomplished.
Any type of interruption in the flow of teaching young children will affect their language development, their cognitive development, their mood regulation. It has an impact on the way the child develops.
Dr. Daniel Gutierrez is a child psychologist at Tropical Texas Behavioral Health. He says from the ages of 0 to 3 are significantly important.
It has a lot to do with brain maturity. So in the first 2 years, there's connections that are being made, what we call synaptic connections of the neurons in the brain. And so that's in the first few years, a lot of that is really expanding.
So here's what parents can do to build children's language skills. First, you could turn off your cell phone when you're with your child. Start with a few minutes of uninterrupted conversation and work your way up. Draw your child in by noticing and commenting on what they're doing. And understand that language skills you foster now may help your child later in reading and in math. And researchers at the University of Texas found having a smartphone nearby reduces brain power. That's from a study of 800 cell phone users. Researchers found those with their phones in another room did better on tests than those with their phones on their desks. In the studio, Michael Scott, Channel 5 News at 4.